Hi everybody, it's Susan, and I have a few things to show you. I have finished my blocks for my POD, and I finished making the blocks themselves, and I have quilted on on all of them, but I haven't completed the quilting because I'm not sure what I'm going to do on some. Um, because I am using just my walking foot to quilt, I may be a little limited in some of the quilting I can do. However, I am just not proficient enough with a free motion quilt, excuse me, with free motion quilting to be able to do that. Um, I want to apologize now for sounding like I'm about half out of it. It's 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday, and my husband has been sick all day, and I've been kind of listening out for him um, and trying to take care of him a little bit. And I've been working on these quilt squares, so I'm almost ready for bed myself. I think I'm going to be sleeping in the living room, which is not optimal for me, but if it will keep me from catching what he's got, I'll do it. Anyway, so here are the blocks. This is the first, and you can see the background. I've just done what I thought looked sort of like a pattern, anyway, just straight line pattern where one section is smaller, and then the next one is a little wider, and then smaller and wider. And it's not perfect, but it's okay with me if it's not perfect. This is one of the things that I need to do something on here, on the big part of the cauldron. And I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I love this fabric. I don't know if you can see it or not, how well you can see it. But it sort of looks like it's made out of dragon skin. It's beautiful. Anyway, so I was trying to figure out what kind of something I can do, and I might just end up doing some swirls around on here because I know I can do that even with the walking foot. Next, you've seen some of these before I did any quilting on them. This one, I'm just quilting around the books, on the edge of the books, and then the background looks like, I think it sort of makes it look like wall paneling. Another one of the books that one that I like a lot. And on this one, I did something a little different with this book over here. I did a little bit of, whoops, wrong way, quilting on the top of the book. Dum, dum, dum. Here's my boy. Here's Hedwig. Yay! Hedwig, I think, turned out pretty good. I quilted all the way around him and around, his feathers. Um, and I'm not sure if I need to do anything else with him or not. I think I'm going to leave him like he is. I love Hedwig, and I don't want to mess him up. Yay! I thought that one turned out pretty well too. And I quilted all around all of the outline of the bag, plus around each one of the W's. So there you go. And and I chose that book for a reason. My nephew has a wicked sense of humor, and I just thought Broken Balls was a good book to send to him. This one I think turned out pretty well too. And on this, the quilting I did, other than just going around the snitch and around each book, you can't see it from here, but I quilted in the books on the lines, and I'm going to turn this around. You'll see the back, but so you can see where it's quilted better on the back. So there's that. Whoops. Why is that one stuck together? Okay. I like having the neither can live up there. And that one I think turned out pretty well. I did not quilt in the ball at all. And I just noticed that I missed going around the base here. And I may have to go back and do that. But other than that, I think that it's pretty good. Here's another one of my favorites. And I know you've seen that, but you haven't seen it quilted. There we go. And I don't know if you can read this or not. It's The Life and Lives of Albus Dumbledore by Rita Skeeter. It reads better in person than it does on camera. And it's still a little hard to see. My Hufflepuffs book for my nephew, and The Adventures in Baking, and the little... Anyway, so there's that one. And here's one I really like. I've got a couple of the flying keys up there over the butterbeer. And I'll show you the name of this book on the end. I decided even though it may not be a book in the Harry Potter franchise, it should be. And it just says Project of Doom by Jennifer Offenstein. I want to give credit where credit's due. And I want my nephew and his wife to know where this came from. And here's the biggie. And as you can see, I did quilt around the eyes and the mouth. I added this little critter here, along with the other pixie that I had already put on. And there's the books. So that is that. I've got 12 blocks made, so it'll be a 3x4. And with the probably 2 or 2.5 inch bookcase borders, that will, I think, make it a good sized quilt for a baby quilt. And I don't know that I'm going to do anything else to it. I think I might just make the borders, maybe make a couple of just plain feet on the bottom. And I might put a frog sitting up under the bookcase or something like that, but that's about it. So that is the end of that. And now I get to cut out the bookcase, which will be made from this fabric. And I'll cut that out and cut out the batting to go with it and get that attached. And then go from there as far as putting it on a backing. That's it. That's all I've got for this week. I did get to go see Garrick on Sunday, and watched a little of the Super Bowl with them. But I got to hold the baby, and I'm so in love you wouldn't believe it. Or maybe you would. Anyway, that's all I have for now, and I will talk to you. Oh, I always do this. Remember something at the last minute. My great niece is expecting a baby in June, and she asked me if I would make a quilt, and I said I would. Well, I asked her what kind of theme she wanted for the baby's room, and she said outdoorsy. Well, I was trying to think of something outdoorsy to do for him that I could. I wanted it to be babyfied as well. So I was looking through some of my patterns that I have, and I have got a set of A Bug's Life embroidery patterns. And I'm thinking there are 20 in the set. And I think with about six, they'll make about 6 or 7 inch squares. And I think if I put those on a green background and maybe put some not leaf, grass, grassy looking fabric in between them, either as sashing or as a counterblock, that that would make a cute outdoorsy looking quilt for a baby. And I also ordered and received a copy of A Bug's Life on DVD for them. So that will be my gift to them. And it'll be the first time that I've got blocks made for another quilt that is embroidered on my machine. But I haven't put the blocks together yet, and I want to get that done this year. But this one will take precedence because I have a June deadline. I also have a June deadline for a t-shirt quilt, and this week I did get the rough cut of the t-shirts done, and she wants one to fit a twin size bed, and I think I've got enough t-shirts in there to make 2 for twin size bed, and she might get 2. But anyway, that's it for now. Or it may be reversible so that she can flip it over. And I think that might be the way I go with it. But that's all I've got. And I'll shut up now and see you guys next Tuesday. Bye-bye.